In this one, we're playing Football Coach College Dynasty in our Road to 10 series with Akron. And after just reaching 2 stars, disaster strikes. All right, guys, we are back with our Akron Road to 10 series here, Season 5. And we are officially 2-star school. Quick round of applause for that. Okay, let's get into it. Oh, we got a little... Yeah, we recruited our first athlete. And he got assigned to be a tight end, but I'm already seeing his top 3 positions are not tight end. So let's get into that in a second. Looking at just the beef of our roster here, we've got 380 plus players and handful of 70s. We're definitely going to need, even though we only lost I think 14 seniors, we definitely we need a big training period here. We've heavily invested in our facilities, so hopefully we do get that. But yeah, that's going to be super important for this season, especially if we want to maintain that 2-star status, because our goals are going to be increased as well. All right, so we got Joaquin Peters is now a redshirt sophomore. Yeah, and he's a 70. A 70 with A+ potential still, so hopefully we get a big jump from him, get up into like maybe 75 would be nice. Looking at our position splits here. We only got 1 kicker. Okay. Overall though, we've got a pretty good mix of positions here. Definitely a ton of corners. I'm guessing we'll probably shift some of those guys over to safety for some added safety depth. Definitely a lot of running backs as well. I wonder what that's going to look like. Let's see. These guys are all better running backs for sure. Yeah, nobody that I really want to move over to any other position here, so we'll just keep all 8 at running back. We've got a few juniors at the top and then some sophomore and redshirt freshmen mixed in as well. Receiver, we got one that's a better running back, and he's a junior. So he's got A+ potential, just hasn't panned out. Maybe we kick him back to running back. It's going to be at the bottom of the barrel here, but maybe he can work his way up to be like a rotational guy or something. He's a junior at this point, so we really got to sort of fast track that if we can. The rest of these, though, clearly better receivers. Here's a 68 running back. But I mean, probably just keep him at receiver at this point, given that we have almost as many running backs. Landon Hurt, he's our senior tight end. He would make our 3rd or 4th string receiver, so we'll probably keep him at tight end then. He's by far our best tight end, so probably a good place to have him. Most of our tight ends are better at other positions. I don't know what that's saying, but this one here, Kobe Townsend, I mean, I think most of his talent is actually on the defensive side of the ball, whereas like, you could look and maybe you'd see some running back receiver is better for most of these other guys, but those are all at least offensive positions. The game really wants to get him over to corner or safety, and I'm okay with that. I think we could do that. The coverage scores are pretty weak. I'll probably shift him to safety. I think it makes more sense there. Need some more depth there anyway. Whoa, hold on. Recruits are assigned positions when they are recruited. If you modify their position away from the one they were recruited for, it will cost you coach integrity. Oh wow, I didn't know that. Never mind, it's really not worth it. Let's keep him at tight end. Wow, man, that's gonna change how I recruit tight ends or athletes then for sure. I don't think it's really worth it to be doing that. I feel like our offensive line's a little bit deeper this year, especially if we get the training bump here with our top 5. But definitely missing McClendon, a 96 overall. That hurts. That hurts for sure. And we're definitely gonna 1, 2, 3 seniors on the line. We're definitely gonna need to get. We're gonna need to get some more offensive linemen in recruiting. Same thing, we'll probably want to get a kicker at some point. This Larry Timmons should have us pretty good for a while. Hopefully he just doesn't get hurt. But we'll want to probably get a couple more kickers at some point if possible. Whenever we can. Defensive line kind of in a tough spot right now. Here's a guy who'd probably be better linebacker by a decent amount. Three points. Probably move him to linebacker. We have 11. Yeah, most of our D linemen look like they would be better linebackers by a couple points or so, but we can't move everybody, obviously. That would be... What if we have any linebackers that would be... So one that'd be a better safety. So our 5th or 6th linebacker. Here's one that would be a much better safety. About 6 points better. I know we need some safety depth, so I'll probably push him that way. This one would be about 3 points better. I'll probably push him over to safety as well, just to continue to add some backfill some depth. And maybe probably where I'll hold for now. Corner, we're very deep. Our 9th corner is a 70 overall. It's pretty crazy. No like top heavy talent, but yeah, and safety one of our starters is a 69, and then we have a 68 right here as well. So we'll definitely want to maybe shift some around. Maybe we can move this. We can move Bro to corner. So he's still a 66, and then bring over a couple of like starting corners possibly that could play well at safety. I mean, most guys are taking a point or two hit to move over to safety. I think it's maybe best for me to just move Augustin Harper. And he's a better zone corner anyway. As long as he's playing a lot of snaps, that's really all that matters to me. Yeah, much better at zone. We're a man heavy team, so I think that'll be a good change. We can move him over to safety. Now we have 2 solidified starters there. And should be okay for now. We still have a lot of corners. That's why I don't really feel the need to move another over from safety. So now instead of a 77, 76, 76, we have a 76, 76, 74. And then we have 77, 75 at... So it's not a huge change for corner, but it's a huge change for safety. I think that's probably our best position change that we could have made to this point. Okay, a lot of positional changes. Let's see how that pans out. Follow along with the Road to 10 series, along with any other football sim content. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. Okay. So we got... Oh, now we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 980 overall players. So that's a pretty considerable jump. Let's see what this looks like as we hit our depth chart and adjust some of our rotations and redshirt players. So Joaquin Peters jumps to a 74, right around where I was hoping. I think we can get into a 75 with training. So that's awesome. And he's pretty well-rounded as a dual threat. But the arm strength and accuracy, still some concern there. That's probably where we'll train. Probably the accuracy. But yeah, no, that's fantastic. Running back, we got a pretty deep rotation at running back here. We got a lot of improvements. Love to see that. We should... I don't think we have any... Yeah, we don't have any true players, any true classmen here. So this is just what we have. I think we can go... We can go too deep. That's... okay. Got an elusive back, a power back. This receiving back, though... Yeah, the route running isn't really there. I think we can rely on these top 2. Now that'll probably affect... Well, we might get some more injuries, but like... We can all, if it has to dip into these lower players, we can do that. But I just think the jump is so big, I'd rather just keep it with these top 2. And I think tightening up our rotations last year really helped us focus the power where it was. How low can we go here? 4 players. If we're going 4, we might as well go 6. So, I mean, these guys are Just as good as Tanner. We do have one freshman here. He's gonna be good. 66, A minus. We'll red shirt. Tight ends. We can go two. Yeah. Let's maybe keep Trent Mahoney for depth, but we'll redshirt these three. Offensive line. I want my offensive line rotation to be around 6, and we can keep these couple of. Well, these two are both true freshmen. Where did we get them from? We brought in a couple of 70 overall freshmen. I don't remember this. When did? Oh, they must have. Oh, this is post training. I forgot. Wow, they must have really jumped. That's crazy. Dang. Yeah, let's redshirt these guys. And we have a freshman starter on the line, right? Or like a guy in the rotation right now. Yeah, we could really I forgot we have offensive line developer, I think. It's one of our traits. So that's probably what's affecting that. We can't go 6 deep here on the defensive line. That's too much. Yeah, 5, that's fine. We'll keep it to that. Really an upperclassman heavy line here. So let's make sure we redshirt as many of these guys as we can here. Get them as much development as possible. Linebacker, I'm not even looking at it. I know we want the smallest rotation possible. Yeah, okay, so yeah, I'd love to keep it to 3 if possible, because we're in a nickel, so we shouldn't be playing that many linebackers anyway, but a couple of sophomores here coming up. That's pretty good. But let's we have one freshman here, so let's redshirt him. Corner. We really can go 5 deep. That's not a big drop off. And we'll keep guys rested. No true freshmen at corner. And then safety, yeah, let's keep it to 3 here. Kevin Boyer at a 72. We do have a couple of true freshmen there that we can redshirt. All right, we got a walk on here. Wow, Samuel Hoffman, 63 with an A minus. That's not bad for a walk on. Oh yeah, our tight end jumped to an 81. That's awesome. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, this offensive lineman, this high schooler came in as a 59. Now he's a 70 A minus. That's just, we love to see that. Or he's a red shirt, but these were the 2 true freshmen, 8 and 10 plus boost. Huge, man. Huge gains from the offensive line. Love to see that. All right, now we're thinking about what we want to do for the game plan. Pro style run first and nickel aggressive man. Oh, we actually are a better zone coverage team. We might want to pull off the aggressive man a little bit. Quarterback play. Our receiver play is the best. But I don't know. We have a dual threat quarterback. I think we still want to be run first. But yeah, let's drop it down to conservative man, because we do have a little bit better of a mix with our coverage traits. Hey, we got to get Joaquin going here. Yeah, I think accuracy is gotta be the move. +5, beautiful. That's what we needed. Okay, so he's pretty well rounded now. He can scoot a little bit. Can toss it. Let's look at our offensive line, and we still need some help here. I think run blocking. My boy here, Kieran, needs some strength. +4, nice. Let's go run blocking here, because we are going to be a run first team. +4, beautiful. My guy down here needs some pass blocking for sure. +3, awesome. Just improving the quality of the line here is going to be a big thing for us. Probably pass blocking here as well. Do we have another one? No, we're out of them. We used our... Okay, we'll get him next time. And probably run blocking for Brandon here, but I mean, he would gain 3 for sure. Okay, I mean, that's cool with me. I forgot our base training is now the lowest it'll go is +3. That's huge, man. Get your facilities up to an A. That's my advice for you guys. Well, all right, our defensive line also needs work here. 93 block shedding? Yo, we got block shedding across the board. We just need our guys to finish here. 69 tackling. Yeah, that's probably where it's at. Uh-huh. 71 tackling down here. Mm-hmm. And then we have one more head coach training. 70 strength. It's not a very strong defensive line. Get our strength up for sure. Okay. Beefing the boys up front. Let's get right to recruiting here. Time to build the board out. Another 3 needs on offensive line, another 2 needs on defensive line, 3 at linebacker. So it's another trenches heavy. And we have 2 receiver needs. Okay. So yeah, focuses on trenches, grab a couple receivers, which shouldn't be tough to do. And then we move on. What's our 50% of our starters are seniors? Okay. That's naturally gonna happen with where we're at in our build because we're just keeping guys until they're ready to play. It's a development build here. But we have a total of 17 seniors. Yeah, nobody that's like overwhelming. Some like mid to high 80s, but like most of these guys are like kind of whatever seniors. We have a pretty solid junior class. Okay. So we're probably not in the 4 and 5 star game yet. Still check out the 3 stars here. Oh, our guy Jabari Edwards has some interest. Oh, here's a couple. Yeah. Don't even need to scout these guys. We know they're going to be good receivers. Right off rip. Couple high 60s Bs. Hybrid defender. Ooh, this is fun. I wonder if you could change positions for an athlete in year 2 or 3 or 4, just not where they're assigned as a freshman. F minus, gross. F plus. Yeah, he's a 65 though. We'll chill with that for a second. 62C. Yeah. Yep. 66C plus for sure. 70D. That's still really high overall for a receiver. All right, we got one more scout left. I'm going to save it. It's a linebacker. Is this whole page? We're medium high. Yep. So we should be able to scout this whole page. Quarterback, offensive line, receiver, and this receiver as well. All right, let's check the next page here. 64D. I guess for now. 70F plus. Yeah. That's still really high overall. A lot of 70s on here. What are we looking at down here? Are we still... Oh, wow. This entire page, we're still good, too. 63F minus. We'll hold it for now, but this is a JUCO. I'm not looking for JUCOs at this point. I think we can get enough with... Whoa, an A minus. Hello. We're at an even medium here, so we're getting close to being at odds with... Where are we going to start to have trouble? Medium high to medium high. Medium to medium high. So Luka Gordon is where we kind of close it off. Yeah, right here. So all these are all up for grabs. Oh wait, I don't. He might turn into more than a 63. I don't know. Well, we'll keep those guys on for now. But all right, so that's all the 3 stars, and now we only have 1 left. So let's dip into the 2 stars and see what we got here. We've got a pretty good bet. We need some more offensive linemen. We have 15 receivers. We have 5 quarterbacks, which we are going to probably need. We probably do want to pump some more quarterback talent into what we're doing. We have 2 sophomores and a junior at quarterback, so probably want to start bringing up some new guys so that we're not ending up in a situation where it all just gets taken out from underneath us. But yeah, linebacker, O-line is probably where we're going to want to find something. This guy's a D plus. I'd like a little bit more than that if possible. Let's bring it down to just offensive line. Oh, hello there. But medium to a medium high. That's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. We can try for it. We can try for it. That's one where I'm like, okay, let's give it a go. All right, so we already know like all these guys with nice potential are all going to be anything over a C with and like 70 overall type stuff. Like these are guys that are going to be hanging out here. This is where I may shift over to starting to get some high overall guys on the list. All right, and then already used all of our scouts. So now we can kind of just auto assign. Okay. Okay, so spring 2 here. Let's take a look at our offensive line again. Really just want to make sure we're putting ourselves in a good position here. Let's get pass blocking here. +4, nice. And then I think we'll just take our 3 run blocking for this guy. We can only get up to 3, but yeah, we'll just take the 3 and get out with run blocking. I think that's worthy. All right, D-line, we need to do something with our top guy here. Probably tackling. We want to make sure we got guys that are finishing. If they do, we got a lot of block shedding here. We just want to make sure we're able to finish. Linebacker, again, probably strength is pretty low on this one. Yeah, that's probably where I'll go with this guy. +4. Probably tackling here for this guy. He's kind of well-rounded, but I think tackling would be +4. And then what do we got? We got 1 offense and 1. Okay. We could do strength for this guy. I think block shedding is maybe where we'll want to go, but what do we got with our corners here? Tackling could be a good. We're out of defensive ones. I forgot. All of our corners are pretty fast, but that's been a problem in previous. Oh wow. Augustin Harper is a 90 speed. That's great. 64 speed here. This is where I'm like, yeah, could probably. This is where I think we can add a little speed to our +6. Nice. Nice. Okay. And then we have 1 offensive training left. Shift back over here. This guy will be rotational, so we might want to throw him a little run blocking when he gets in the game. +5. Awesome. Gets him up to a 72. All right, cool. Okay. Let's go by scout percentage. A lot of 5s. Nobody that's a one-tap unveil, so I'm probably gonna, let's see. Nobody that I necessarily want to drop quite yet, except for maybe this 58 F-. We have 17 spots we need to fill still, though, so I don't know. I'm not necessarily jumping to crazy conclusions on that either. Let's for now stick to, let's give camps out to some Bs and B minuses and guys that we want to definitely pursue. I think that's probably where it ends for that. They're just those 2. And then we can start to hit some camps for some of these higher overall and offensive linemen. Yeah. And then now that we're out of camps, we can start to reveal some of these. Oh, a B+, nice. C+, okay. All right, and then start pitching some of these closer battles. These look pretty good too. We'll auto-assign the last couple. Okay. Now, probably time to work on our run game a little bit here and get our running backs in a solid place. The strength's not even really worth working on here. I think we're going with a 2-man rotation. We probably... Catching's a 58. Do we just take our 3 or 4 on evasion, maybe? I think that might be the move. Because if he's not going to be strong enough, we really need him to be breaking tackles some other way. Yeah, probably evasion. The floor being +3 is really a game changer for these trainings, because I could just be like, yeah, I'll just take the worst thing and it'll be fine. All right, then we have a power back here. I think speed is in a place where it's like, if we can get his speed up, and have some downhill ability there, +5, nice. So he becomes our main back now. And then, even though we're only a 2-back rotation, I'm wondering if we do want to maybe bump up the vision here. Probably. +4. Okay. And we have 2 offensive trainings left. We can move to the receiver room here a little bit, or even the tight end room. We need some blocking from Timmy Sharp here. If he's going to come in 12 personnel, heavy sets, +6. Okay. Receiver. Where do we go with this guy? I mean, Nigel Starks could bump up the route running a little bit just to take our 3 on route running. And then what do we have? We got 2 defensive trainings left. Okay. D-line's pretty much taken care of. Linebacker could maybe do something here. Maybe block shedding for, yeah. And then corner. Haven't worked on corner yet. I don't know what it is. Like the 4 traits that I really, maybe man coverage. Just take our 3 for man coverage here. I think so. Cool. And then back to recruiting. Probably one tap these 2. Both these, okay. And then probably one tap these as well, just to get them up to 25. And then let's take a look at potential here to see if there's anybody. Oh yeah, this 59B plus, we can send him to camp. 60C plus, yep. 65C, yep. Send him to camp. 60C minus, yeah. Could do that. Some here that I'm like, I don't know. Any that we can like scrape off. Probably this linebacker at this point now. He's moved down far enough where that's probably not going to be somebody that we go after. 61F minus. Yeah, probably not. We have no tight end needs, so 63F minus, probably not. This 73 still? I'll send him to camp. A 73? Like, come on. It's pretty crazy. 69 right there. I'm going to save these other couple camps because I think we are going to add 3 recruits on here. And I only have enough to reveal 1 or 2 of them. What are we looking for? We need more offensive line, clearly. Yeah, that's going to be the big... That's going to be the big need here. We have 15 receivers and 5 quarterbacks for 2 open spots. Well, 2 open, but like... All right, let's dig through the 2 stars. Okay, we have a 25 here. We could... Yeah, we could put him on and then he'll get revealed in the next cycle. Here's a 15. Oh, D minus. 56. A minus. Hello. Hello. That's a medium high versus a bunch of... Here's a medium high with Charlotte. That's the other high one. Okay. And then maybe... Is there another 25 in here? Yeah. Medium versus a medium high, though. That's where it gets a little shaky. Medium versus a bunch of mediums I will take, though. We'll do that one. Okay, so a couple more offensive linemen. That should help balance things out. And then let's now check out our scout percentage here. Those guys are just going to reveal. Oh, I think what we want to do is actually go by potential. Send that guy to camp. Where was that other one? There were 2 unrevealed ones, I think. So, this dude's about to get revealed. He's a 64. We'll send him to camp. That seems like one we're going to want, assuming he stays around a 64. We still have 2 camp invites? Oh my gosh. All right. We'll do this D lineman, and then we'll do this offensive lineman as well. Still in the 60s, see, get them a little bit more progressed as far as their recruit percentages. All right, so now we're like start to battle for some of these here. I'll keep that at bay. All right, let's see what we can do with a couple of our receivers here. Run blocking and strength are really... This one could use some help in some areas. This one's pretty well balanced, but could use some help. He's a route runner, but he's not really the strongest route runner. Let's go for that. +6, beautiful. And he's in our top... I think we have a 4-man receiver rotation, Tanner. Tanner's a part of that. Or maybe we did 6. Speed seems to be the one here. Yep. Guy's pretty balanced. We just throw speed on him as well. Okay, we have 2 offensive trainings left. Let's go run blocking here for Landon. Yep. We have one more offensive training here. We can go down to our 5th receiver if we want to. Could use some help with route running, probably. Okay. And now defense. Corners could probably use... Corners or safeties, probably, yeah. Oh, tackling's got to be one that's beefed up here for our guy. +5, nice. Corner, probably tackling for our nickel as well. Pretty strong at everything else. Nice. Okay. All right, we're pretty much all revealed here. So we got a 55D, 58. Start to get rid of some of these here that are under the 60s and pretty low potential. 61, 62F plus. D-line makes me it makes it tough to remove some of those guys, but 59 D minus and going way down. It's not trending in the right direction. 61 D. He is going up. I think receiver, we're going to have so many other receivers that we just, like, I don't know. Are we really going to go for these F pluses? There's one. Yeah, there's like a bunch of like mid 60s with B and C plus potential. Yeah, no, we're not going to be going for these guys. So I don't think we need to hang on. Scrape some of the bottom of the barrel here at receiver out. Got a lot of good options. Keep these two on because they're actually C's at least. And now where do things sit? Offensive line and linebacker, we probably need to beef up a little bit more. And you know what? I'll probably even look at like, there's quarterback here, like a 63D and a 65F plus. Probably not going to be guys that we're chasing. 62D minus. 61D minus. I don't know. D-line's got a lot of competition. That's one that I'll keep around just in case, but yeah, linebacker. All right, so we just scraped off a big part of our board here, knowing how things have gone in the past. We definitely need more linebacker, definitely more offensive line. Okay, let's get back into discovery mode a little bit. Throw kicker in there too, just in case. Okay. We'll even add 1 stars into this, because I mean, whatever, it's like equal a chances finding somebody really that you're gonna like. I'm gonna add some of these like 25%ers to the board here just to, there's one. We are going up against a high in Delaware. Whoops, didn't mean to click on that like that. Ah, here's a B minus. Pretty low, but a B minus nonetheless. Here's a B minus, a better B minus. 52D and rising. I think I might have dropped him, but we can add him back to the list. Maybe I didn't, I don't know. Oh, we actually have a little bit of a chance at this kicker. 73A. Give that a go. Starting to fall behind here on interest advantage. But we have balanced it pretty well. So now let's open it back up to all positions here at 2 and 1 star, just to make sure we're getting, you know, oh, there's only 1 recruit left anyway. Okay. 68 corner here. We can check that out. Let's send, oh, before I start sending guys to camp like crazy, let's send a few of these friends to camp here that we like the potential of already. And we can hit some more of these 0%ers. Only 3 home games this year, so we really gotta load up the visits while we can. A lot of close battles right now. Really gonna focus on ignoring some of these. Okay, so here we are. We gotta win at least 5 games this year. So I was very excited about winning 5 games last year. Now that's become the bare minimum expectation from our AD, Terry Jacobson. Possibly a consideration that we may want to schedule less Blue Bloods and take a little bit less money from those type of games, but we got to make sure we can cover the cost of our facilities and stuff like that. So maybe for this year it'll be okay, but that's something to keep an eye on for sure. Our goals from our donors: rush for 90 plus against Clemson, Miami, Ohio, and Buffalo. and then have 3,100 total passing yards on the season. Okay. We're a little bit better than last year, but certainly still toward the back of the pack. I think on offense, probably our quarterback play has something to do with that. Our offensive line play is okay. I don't know. We'll see where that goes. Our defense looks pretty well rounded, but tackling's still pretty low. And that's an issue if you run a nickel. So we'll have to hope we can accommodate for that. But yeah, slightly better than last year where we were 76-76 at full strength and in the 130s for both offense and defense. But certainly as a team looking to win 5 games this year, bare minimum, it's going to be a little bit of a struggle. We're going to have to really dig it out this year to stay a 2-star team. Okay, let's get into the season then. Okay, let's get straight to it here. Start off with recruiting before we get to the games. Check out our scout potential here and see what's happening. I'll throw into this kicker, I think. All right, so let's just revisit real quick. We have 17 seniors. I've seen a couple players that I'd be okay with pulling scholarships from that we haven't really done that in a minute. Wow, we have C minuses are rounding out our all the way to 35. We got a pretty good crop of guys in here. I think we just might want to focus on what we got here for a minute and not add any new prospects to the board. We do have to bring in 17, but we should have plenty here. So, all right, let's get the A's out of the way. We know we're gonna go with that. I am not seeing many. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 receivers right there. We have 2 needs. 4 offensive linemen in here. Wow, we ended up with 4 linemen. 1 2D lineman. Okay. And a linebacker. And a kicker. All right, so we need a couple more linebacker. Let's just start with this first page. These couple of O linemen look like they'd be... Well, let's just hold on a second here. 44% scouted. What do we have on the second page here too? A lot of good receivers, that's for sure. Look at the receivers we're offering to here. 60 mid 60 Bs, mid 60 B minus. Okay, probably those 2. That would be 14 offers. Some quarterbacks and things as well. Let's keep it to 12 right now. I think we keep it to 12 right now. I think let's take a look at these receivers. This one we should have pretty easy. This one's going to be a fight. I don't want to have to fight for that. This one's going to be easy. We're already 1,000 over. So let's just chase these. Let's just chase those 2 that are going to be easy, man. So not this one. This one. Ones that we have big leads on. Get an easy linebacker right here if we want it. This lineman we're probably going to have to... Well, we have a pretty decent amount of offensive linemen here. 1 should get this one. This one's going to be a fight. A lot of these are going to be fights. This one's probably one that we'll want on the board here. We got 14 still. This receiver I don't want to have to fight for either, so we'll pull that one off because we have 1... That should be easy. 2, that should be easy right here. Yep, so that should cover our 2. And that's 13 offers. All right, so doing some quick math here. 13 offers. We need to recruit this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Any under 1,000 we need to recruit. So there's 1 that we're ahead, 2, 3, close to 4. So, but 3 right now. 3 right now that we don't really have to fight to get. So we can go up to 15 because we have 12 pitches. So we can go up to 15 offers right now. This one we're way up on right now. We need another linebacker. So we could still... Now we can go up to 16. I say we put this one on. That puts us at 15. And I say we can go up to 16. We can go up to 16 if we see one that let some of the scouting figure out the other one. 15 is a good start. I think that's certainly plenty. And we can go from there. All right. So now let's start to work some of this out here. How hard do we want to go at this kicker? Because I think we may have to go hard at this. I think what we really probably should be going hard at is this right here. This is going to be a battle. We got to come back from this one right here. Same with this one. And then we can go to the kicker. We can start building some of these away. Don't need to touch these thousands. We need to come back on this one. Separation here. We need to come back on this one. This one and then this one. Where's the... Oh yeah, we could pitch on one of these too. Just to get a little more separation. 1100 is probably the closest, and that's an offensive lineman, so let's, yeah, probably a good one to hit there. That's all of our recruiting stuff. I mean, Georgia's, you know, obviously gonna be a tough one. Let's hit the run game, and we will. They want to pass. We'll just, yeah, that's fine. This is gonna be a bloodbath, most likely. All right, 35-10. That's not the worst that I've seen, but we do get a major injury to our best receiver. Dang, 6 weeks. And a minor to one of probably our starting D linemen, I would imagine. Not great, not great. That stinks. Okay. All right, now we have a little bit clear of a recruiting board here. Let's start with scouting some of our least scouted here. Get some of that up. And then schedule some visits for our homies. Try to get the ones that we offered to. All right, and now let's closest battles with our guys here. Yeah, we want to get this lineman 63 B-. That's a banger freshman offensive lineman around these parts. I'll tell you what. Oh, can we jump up to a 54, 55 possibly? Would love to see that. We actually got back to minus 300 on this kicker too. And is Louisville... Oh, we're medium to medium against Cincinnati. We could definitely get this kicker. All right. A lot of close battles right now. We got to do what we can to... Oh, we actually... One, two, three, four, five. Got 5... I'll call it in the bag right now. So we have 2 pitches. Yeah, we're chilling. We're chilling right now. Let's all right, so let's pop these off real quick and see our other closest battles here. 61C D lineman. Could throw a pitch on that. Throw him on the schedule. Maybe work this receiver just to have a backup plan. 67 B-. Cool. And just looking at where we've got our needs spread pretty well. We're just heavy on O linemen, but that's fine. We're kind of light there, so nah, this is looking pretty decent right now. All right, Western Michigan. Our first win opportunity comes up here. This is a pick'em. We're at home, so they got a little bit better of a team, that means, but we run the ball and we stop the run. Oh, they're pass heavy. Interesting. Okay. Pass heavy. So we just stop the short passing game, I imagine. Yeah. Yep, let's do it. Oh no. We got stomped. Uh-oh, what happened here? We couldn't get anything going. Could not run the ball. They did whatever they wanted. They doubled our play count here. Doubled our yards per play. Almost doubled our time of possession. That's not a good look. That is not good. All right, let's scout up a little bit here. And then closest battles. We're about to move this one into into untouched territory. That's one less pitch that we really have to focus on. We're really running away with some of these. I'd love to see that. All right. All right, we need to crawl out of this little dumpster that we're in right now. Toledo, they're pass first. Yep, they're definitely throwing that thing. And they're good at stopping the pass. So we got to be able to run the ball here. Well, yeah, I think rushing and stop the short pass, that seems like the right move. I don't know. Do we focus on the passing game in this one? Was that a fluke the last game? This Toledo by 4 here is the spread. Pretty much a pick 'em offensively. We're missing our top receiver and our quarterback is kind of Let's lock it in again. Rushing and limit the short pass here. Let's see what we could do. Oh man, this is getting bad very quickly. Now, wait, oh. Severe knee injury? 7 weeks? This is our senior receiver. Oh man, wait. Was he playing? Oh, running backs out for a week. Offensive lineman, defensive lineman. Oh man. This is 5 wins is not looking good right now. Just an FYI, you guys. Not looking. We just basically took 2 pick'ems and got wrecked. We're throwing for 58 yards, dude. We might need to start focusing on our pass game because this is getting really bad. We're just getting destroyed on offense too. Like there's Cleveland had 2 turnovers. We kept it pretty clean too. Yeah. Okay. Fighting some tough battles here. Recruiting game. We're falling quite behind on some of these. Ooh, quite behind. All right, so let's take inventory of what's going on here. We're down 700 on a couple of D linemen, an O lineman, a D lineman. So we're pretty much like out 3 D linemen and an offensive lineman. So we gotta find some other D linemen to possibly another offensive lineman as well. Let's see what else we got here. There's a linebacker that we're already on. Okay, we're way behind on. Let's start pitching this one. Maybe get that scholarship out there. We have 6 offensive lineman offers out right now, so we can chill on that for a minute. We should get a couple more D linemen back in play though. This one's a big hitter. Medium high, if we start pitching this now, we could possibly get in there. Let's set up a visit for that one. And we have this one in the back pocket. A 57C. Also might want to start thinking about these quarterbacks too. Throw a quarterback an offer. 62C is pretty good. It's fair. Just to get another in play. I wouldn't mind throwing a scholarship in a minute. All right, Miami, Ohio is going to be a problem. Our offense cannot get anything going. I think we got to focus the quick passing game right now. We gotta switch it up a little bit. Their run first team. They're pretty balanced though. I'm going to focus the quick pass here. Let's see if we can get something going in the passing game with that. We've just got to manufacture something. And let's go back to the depth chart too, because we've had a couple of serious injuries. What's going on here? Wants playing time. We can open up the playing time for the running backs a little bit. Wait, why is this guy getting 76% of... Oh, he got hurt. Oh, so that's... Oh. Yeah, that's gonna open up some carries for sure. We're at 6 right now. We gotta trim that to 5 because we lost our boy. Offensive line is 5. That's its minimum 6 anyway. This is minimum 5 right now. Our homeboy is injured. Okay. This is somehow a little bit better than our last couple games. This was a game that we were expecting to lose, but oh man, we lose our best lineman 14. This is just a chalk season, man. Oh my god, the injuries, like this is a chalk season right now. So here's the bright side with all of this real quick is like as long as we keep investing in our facilities and we have all these additional development traits now, so like the next 4 years our players are going to be better than they were the past 4 years. So eventually the talent's going to rise up as long as we're able to keep funding our facilities. So we just got to and keep our job, of course. We just got to keep our job. That's really the big thing. All right. All right. Let's keep on keeping on here. We are in some very close battles and some that are slipping away. Oh, we're minus 900 again on this kicker. And we're minus 1,000 on this D lineman. Oh, that one we just actually started pitching though. All right. One pitch left, and I'd like to see where these quarterbacks are at. This one we're minus 400 on. Where was that other one? We're minus 800 on him, and he's 62. I'll throw him an offer. Let's keep him in the mix. That'll be, all right. Bowling Green. Did we already lose our things down here? We lost, well, yeah. 618 passing yards. 2 upcoming games remaining. Rush for 90 on Clemson, Miami, and Buffalo. We ran for we ran for 123. All right, cool. So we actually ran the ball. Oh wait, no, we didn't. We did not run the ball very well. 2.9 yards per carry, but we did throw it okay, I guess. A couple interceptions for Peters. Okay, quick passing game, I think, has got to be the way again. And they're run heavy, so we got to stop. We got to stop the run. I'm gonna go quick passing here. Let's see how this does. Talent's starting to get diluted here. We've got injuries just stacking up. Lost a couple of our best players already. All right, we're getting closer here, but we still lost, and then we got Bama and Ball State. Oh man. So we're 0-5 right now. Struggling on a lot of these here. Oh, we got a may commit soon on this D lineman. Let's throw the ace pitch on that, I guess, and see what we can get. A lot of stuff that we're falling behind on. Right now we've got these 2 receivers, D lineman, O lineman, quarterback. Those seem pretty much in the bag, but everything else very much up in the air. Start to remove some of these here that we are way behind on, especially the receivers. Well, this one we could easily come back on if we really wanted to. Same with this one too, a 62. We'll have to keep an eye on those. Offensive lineman, receiver, scrap that. Bama, yeah. All right, so that was expected, obviously. Ball State, we've really got to pull out a win here. 6 right now. We probably got what, 6 games left? 5 games left? Yeah, like 5 or 6 games. And there's gonna be some tough ones. This one might be a tough one itself. It's time. A couple guys committing soon. We'll prioritize those. We are out of pitches. Gotta just keep it moving here. Ball State. Oh, we need this win. And they're, oh my, a 14-point spread. Guys back from injury. Come on, man. We gotta make this happen here. They're balanced. They play in a nickel, but they're pretty good rush defense. We gotta see if we can throw the ball here, I think. Quick pass game. They're gonna run the ball, so yeah, we're gonna have to stop the run here. Do we get back to the run game here? Focus on running. I'm gonna move this freshman up over this junior, because if the junior transfers, then that's fine. But I want to focus on keeping him. Redshirt freshman. Let's get it back down to 4 here. Really focus on the top 4 guys. Offensive line's a mess right now. I mean, we've got this guy getting starter snaps. Like it's a brutal line, and we're getting a bunch of seniors out of here. Like, it's a mess. Same thing with the D line, man. We're hurting. We're hurting for we've got a nice redshirt group, but we might have to hop out of the nickel soon I don't know. So our corners are crazy. We'll try and go quick pass. Oh, I didn't want to limit short passing. Oh, they're gonna run all over us. Oh, Lord. Oh, we won? 22-10. Lost our best offensive lineman, though. I mean, and we get one back. Is this just how it's gonna go? We're just missing all our best players right now. 87 linemen, 81 linemen, 72. Our offensive line is just cooked. And we don't have our best receiver. It's cooked. This one we're 1100 behind and keep falling behind on it. Might be time to let that ship sail, unfortunately. Rubber band on this one though. Minus 13 hundo on this one. That's probably chalked. We've got a few opened up here. Don't need to really work for these receivers, dude. Might have to like, this is like a guy we might have to go for. Just a 57 C plus linebacker and just kind of count that in the bag because we're going to be losing some guys. And another one here, 1300 lead on that one. 1200 lead on this offensive lineman. We'll keep those in our sights. They're still early. Those are easy wins though that we can this offensive lineman might commit soon. It's fine. We can let that one go. All right, back to the recruiting board here once again. All right, and then boom. All right, quarterback's gonna commit soon. So we're gonna have some recruits start rolling in here. We've got 2 pitches. Good on quarterback. I think we're good on receiver, but I'm gonna hold this guy. Tough games on the horizon here. We gotta squeak out a couple wins here just to take some sting off of things. This is one that we gotta have. Like, they got the better offense. It's a 17-point spread. We gotta figure out. They got one of the best defenses in the league right here, but we've got to figure out a way to do it. Quick passing game, I think, was the way we did it last week. The week before the bye. And we went for stopping the quick pass. This is a run-first team, and their guy can run the ball to their quarterback. So maybe we stop the run and focus the quick pass on offense. Let's try it. Ah, man. We do get this quarterback, but we tried, guys, you know? We tried. Next time we should probably turn off the major injury thing. Okay. Let's just do our best to get the best class here. What do we got? This one. Let's make sure we get this in the bag. Lock up this offensive lineman. Are we just gonna keep throwing? We threw the ace pitch at this last time, right? We threw the great one at it. We'll try it one more time. If it doesn't move, then I don't want to keep throwing ace pitches at nothing. We've got some other recruits that could use that. Thought that we're behind on here. Okay, we're not getting this receiver. State. This is one we can win here too. The talent's there. I don't know what we're. It's weird that the favoring is so off. Let's try just going quick pass again here, I guess. Just because, why not? Because that worked one time. Whoa, dude. 41-7. Just can't run the ball, and we're just getting steamrolled on defense. This guy didn't really move. We threw the ace pitch at it with a boost, and still. This dude's going to Charlotte. Scrap that one. Get it off the list. We'll focus on other stuff here. Behind on a lot of these. Sorry, we do have some backup options. Oh, and here comes one right now that's backup option. Let's see. A couple commit soons here. This wide receiver that we're way behind on. This D lineman. Where are we at with D lineman right now? One, actually, we've only got 2 that we're probably not going to get either. So we got 5 D linemen that we're not going to get. We need 2. I'm gonna throw the pitch out to this guy. I'm just gonna give him the offer. Yeah, at this point, like, getting a 60 overall guy, it's not gonna be the worst thing. Just get a body. And then we need another D lineman to pitch here. So we have everybody. Okay. This can suffice for now. We can just throw another linebacker at it. 57C, 59D minus. This one we're way behind on. This one we're way ahead on. Start pitching that one. Clemson, just collect our 3 million here. 61-6. All right, some commits. D lineman, O lineman, linebacker. Lost that D lineman. Okay. Fight for this O lineman right here. Try and fight for this kicker. This receiver we should be good on. Okay. 4 pitches left here. Let's see if we got some guys committing soon. I think we're good on receiver. I don't think we need to add this guy. We have this guy who we're up on right now. Should be okay on that. This one we're about to get. So we should have our couple receivers here. That should be no problem. It's like we could, yeah. Let's just throw that guy a scholarship real quick. UMass 8-2, Buffalo 7-3 to end this. Oh man, UMass, like, this could be a winnable game here. They're pass first. Need to make sure we go crazy running on Buffalo to get that 3 mil. I'm just gonna take what they give me here. Rushing and limit short passing. Sure. Let's see. Let's see if the auto game plan works. Oh man, 3-point loss. All right, we get our 2 receivers here. Or we get 2 of our 3. Lose a couple D linemen that we were probably gonna end up losing anyway. We knew about those. All right, we gotta get these guys. Come on, we can rubber band this real quick. Does rubber banding ever work? That's my question. That one we got. We can try it with this kicker. All right, let's see. Buffalo. We just get 1 win. 1 more win. Let's get to 2. 2 wins. So I assume it's going to be a run game plan. Stop the option. Right. Okay. Let's just hope for the best here. Another close loss. So yeah, everything did not go our way this year with the wins. That O lineman. Okay. Didn't get the kicker, but got a couple good O linemen here. That's solid. And then a couple decent linebackers. All right. All right, let's close out the recruiting strong here, and we'll figure out what's happening with the team and my job after this. Okay. Oh, man. ODU caught us on this receiver. Where are we at here? We got 10 commits, 18 offers, and there's a handful here that we might not get. What else? What else is happening out here? Nobody committing soon, but let's just continue. Get this D lineman. Lost the O lineman. Dang. And a D lineman, another D lineman loss. All right, so where are we at here? We've got our 2 D linemen. Got our 3 linebackers. Got our 3 offensive linemen. Got our 2 receivers. All right, so everything else is pretty much whatever we can get here, right? We don't have to force anything. Let's just go closest battles. Try for the ones that are committing soon. Try for these. Honestly, we could just spam that. And who is committing soon? These 2 who don't have an offer yet. Receiver C+. The C- D lineman. We're not going to get him though. -19. We can throw an offer out just to Michael Jordan. Wow. That's fire. Caleb Koch. I guess we could why not? We'll throw that out there. There's gonna be some transfers and stuff. We'll didn't get that D lineman. Michael Jordan did not commit. Okay. See if anyone else is committing here. Not yet. Okay. All right, we got Caleb Koch, but that A-62 linebacker went to West Virginia. Not a shocker. All right, so we've got a few. We're basically, what we're down to here is we have 3 scholarships that we've offered. Probably not getting these 2. They're about to commit soon. Probably not to us. Get this receiver, most likely. So we're at 13 commits. We got 17 openings. So I'm willing to throw a couple offers out here. This one, offensive lineman with he's 59C. Not bad. And then a 57C linebacker. That'll get us up to probably 15. And then we can maybe even throw into this linebacker too if we get there. If we decide that would be solid for us. But we'll start with those 2. Oh, we lost that receiver. That's fine. We already had the receivers that we needed, but we get the linebacker, we get the offensive lineman. So that gives us more ability to go get somebody else here if we need to. So now we're banking on probably not getting these guys. So we're at 14. We got 17 openings. I feel better about this 58 C minus. We can toss that out there. 66 F minus corner. Okay, your summary. I'm afraid to look. 1-11. Oh boy. Greatly missed expectations. Oh, we're on the hot seat. We are on the hot seat. Fan base went from an F plus to an F. Oh boy. All right, guys, we're in break the glass emergency mode right now. We need to keep our jobs. I'm guessing we probably got bumped down to 1 star again, but we need to come through with probably something in the transfer portal, possibly some coordinator changes. So we went much of the year. Our game plan's not available at this time, but the thing is, I don't think the pro style offense is really the best fit for our quarterback room. We are bringing in, who's this here? Nettles. He looks like a gunslinger to me. Joaquin Peters is still our guy though for 2 more years, and he is a dual threat. We've basically got 3 dual threats, right? Dual threat, dual threat, dual threat. But yeah, we got a dual threat for the next 2 years, assuming Joaquin Peters is going to stick around. And right now our offensive coordinator is pro style, just like us. The only like variation we could have in our scheme is going from run first to pass first. And that's not really a big jump. So we might have to look into bringing in a new offensive coordinator, but oh, this year I can change my coach's preferred offensive and defense. That's huge. So we don't have to get rid of our coordinators if we don't want to. We do have to make downgrades. So 1 for our training for our offensive coordinator and 1 for offense for our defensive coordinator. That's an easy one. But I can make, oh, that's huge. So I gotta get some variance away from, assuming we're going to be able to keep Anderson Randall. We've been able to keep these coordinators the whole time. I don't really have a problem with them. But I need to throw some variance in for how featuring running backs and tight ends as receivers or blockers. Yeah, it's definitely spread. Having a mobile quarterback, we have a ton of receivers. That's just going to be a better use of assets for us. I'll stick with run first as my option, but we're gonna operate out of the spread. We can stick with nickel and aggressive man because I think we're always gonna have a ton of D-backs. But yeah, we needed this change to accommodate our quarterback situation. I think this is gonna be huge for Joaquin. Okay. That might be the big change that we need. We needed to be able to change our scheme right there. Let's hope we get our... That was an awful season. Don't make me look like a fool by giving you another year. We're gonna make up for this. Ooh. Retain. Preliminary scheme for 2030. We're gonna rock with the spread. Pass first, run first. Don't really matter right now. We'll stick with conservative man for now as well. Nobody getting drafted, but we are losing a good chunk of 80 overall players. All right, so we have 5 scholarships available already. 2 players transferring. Let's see. They're both those running backs. Which, I mean, one of them is going to be a senior. This one, I might want to try and keep around. Redshirt freshman, but we have so many. Get 50 carries. He had 16. This dude's bouncing. All these guys are staying, though. Yeah, I don't think we can guarantee that. I think we have to let them go. All right, so we have 5 scholarships available. We haven't been making any cuts to, let's see. Let's check the bottom of our list here and see. Let's go position by position here and see if we can clean things up a little bit. Like this junior, it's a solid backup, but he's not going to end up playing at all. I say we open up a spot. This junior down here. I don't like he could take a big jump, but that's probably 3, 4, 5, 6 running backs. Okay. Not cutting any freshmen, obviously. Pretty young everywhere else. Nobody else really worth cutting at this point. All right, so we got 7 scholarships opened up. We have to hit some bangers in the transfer portal. All right, this just got so serious. So serious, bro. Would definitely still like to bring on some of these guys. That'd be cool. But also we need to we may even need to use a little bit of NIL to make sure we lock down something legit. All right, let's see what's out here. Ooh, we could probably use an offensive lineman. We could probably use some secondary. What's our secondary look like right now? No, our secondary is pretty good though. It's just the safeties. We can obviously shift over a couple of corners and that'll be pretty easy to patch up. Offensive line could end up being decent, but like I don't know, man. Tight end we can kind of forget about now because we're gonna be in spread. Maybe a receiver just to like, yeah, literally like, I don't know, like the best stuff. Like we just need all the best stuff right now. All right. Any 80 overall freshmen interested in coming to? Oh, wide receiver Caden Doan. Probably don't get him. Hawaii, Florida, Georgia. This corner. Keith Forbes. All right, we're pretty much outplayed now. Let's move it down to 75. All right, high interest in this corner, 79B plus. Yup. 79B. Yup. Yup. If there's any time we could use a kicker, nice. Anytime that we could use a massive transfer portal haul, it's right bleeping now. It's absolutely right now. Bunch of receivers. As soon as we're losing an interest battle, I will. Yeah. All right, let's bump this down to 70. I see some safeties filing in here. Okay. These ones, this is where stuff starts getting really winnable. When we get very high interest, because these guys know they're about to get some playing time. Wide receivers, yeah, it seems like we could definitely pull in some receivers and corners. Just pump up the quality a little bit of what we're getting in that aspect. D lineman. Here's another D lineman too, right? All right. Should be pretty good. 19 receivers, 4 corners, 7 safeties. It's like 11 D backs, few D linemen. All right, I'm just gonna sort it by interest advantage, and we're just gonna hit. These all are like 70 plus. Oh, this is a shoot. Hold on. Sophomore kicker. We'll leave him on just because that could be like an easy one. And the junior as well, yeah. All right, hold on. We need 2 more in here. Couple C plus receivers. This D lineman. I would like to nail a couple D linemen in here. Grab this receiver here too. Okay. All right, now we should be good. Let's go by interest advantage. We will just go down the line here. I'm gonna skip this kicker right here because that's gonna be an auto scholarship, so we'll be guaranteed to bring him in. I'm gonna hold off on this D plus actually as well. D plus receiver, we could do a little bit better than that. We got a lot of receivers in here, so I'm gonna be a little picky on receiver. D lineman, I'm not being as picky. I'm gonna skip this corner too. All right, we got some pretty decent leads to start here on some of these. A good sign. The NIL we know is gonna pour in the next frame, so let's just be ready for that. Hold on. D lineman, I do want All right, still in the lead for some of these though. So we're down 2,000 on this guy. Like some of these ones that we're down a ton. I'm trying to play this as smart as possible here. We're not getting these, most likely, right? That opened up about 8 spots. 59, I've never seen below a 50 in this game before. That's crazy. I'm just adding some guys that are going to be easy commits, high schoolers without any competition. Even if they're unscouted, we could just dust them at some other point. All right. That'll just give us, just so we know we're filling out these final 7 offers with something. Okay, this one's a for sure offer. 60C, maybe these two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, I might just do this 6. I gotta be selective here. I can't just give everybody a scholarship because I don't have enough for everybody. And there's 7. So those are our 7 automatic ones. This kicker and these bunch that I gave at the back here. And now I'm just hunting for big leads to see where we could swing in for some good players here. Or just any lead in general at this point. We'll just drag it out until, whoops. I don't think we're gonna have to use any. All right, so I just used all 50. Okay. Okay. And now, closest battles. I am going to focus on my big leads here, so I'm going to make sure we get this receiver. And I'm going to kind of work backwards. So I'm like opposite of my closest battles right now, just to, whoops, not this one. Misread that. The safety, just to make sure I'm putting my best foot forward on the guys that actually have a chance of coming through. And then it's just a matter of, I think we do it by overall rating. I'll probably drag this kicker down a little bit. I'll probably drag this D+ down a little bit. Love this kicker actually, but let me wait, where was that kicker? I thought I had one where I was like, maybe it's this one. This kicker's 500 ahead. Yeah. I think it is that one. I'm gonna bring these kickers back just a little bit. I want to get that B+ offensive lineman. It's not going to guarantee that I get him, but so if it shakes out like this and we get everybody that we're ahead for, we got safety, receiver, safety, receiver, safety, receiver. So 3 safeties, 3 receivers. But these are all 70 overall players. Like I kind of have to, I might prioritize over the C- or the D too, actually. But yeah, like a bunch of 70 overall, B+, C+, whatever. Like kind of tough for me not to prioritize these, especially with us committing to a spread as well. We really do need, like, we have an influx of receiver needs. All right, here we go. Okay, here we go. Bunch of these that we were not expecting to get. Here's our first one with more than a 5% chance. No. 10%? No, no, no. 25% chance? No. No, 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 no. Okay. First page, totally chalked. Here's a safety. C+. Let's go. Safety? Nope. All right. The 60 overall B+ offensive lineman. Oh, he got up to a 60? That's fire. That was a good find. Last minute little find. C- receiver. Okay. D lineman? No. 5, less than 5, less than 5, less than 5. All right, kicker's coming through. Other kicker not. Kind of thankful for that. 66 F receiver, 67 F receiver. All right, so those guys might be like, might axe them at some point. We're not winning those. Or that one anyway. All right, so here's that position commit limits someone was talking about. I don't know where to set that still, but we'll figure that out at some point. All right, so we're bringing in a 71 receiver, 71 safety, and 72 kicker. Pretty good high school class, but some immediate help at the skill groups. Ah, there it is. Yeah, down to 1 star. It was expected. We're not far off, but it was that was a pretty big drop. We lost 1,100 points there. Down 2 on our school right now. So let's see what we can do we'll resolve some of that debt. We go up to A+. Wow, we get 17% boost. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like hard not to want that. What do we got here? Bonus recruiting points and NIL deals. Discount. We don't really use NIL. I feel like I'm okay with losing that point for college life. Going from a D+ to a D as well. Academics, I'm good to cover the maintenance on. Just want to make sure I keep trying to get some coaching experience gains here. We got 7 mil left. And it's going to cost 7 mil to keep this up, so let's just dump the rest in. All right. Now that our facilities are in a place where we can kind of just focus on maintaining that, I feel like we now need to stop scheduling the Blue Bloods, especially with having like a hot seat situation. Like, we need to focus on winning games. We need to focus on winning games. So for the schedule here, yeah, we're throwing 1 stars. Not home and homes. But let's thinking like 12 minutes. Yeah. So is there single away with a 5 star? You know what? That's fine. We could just do home and homes stars. Or we could take a mill and get 2 stars on. That's like 500K a year. I really think we need to just focus on getting wins right now. We've kind of got all the money we need. Like, we just got to make sure we pay that 7 mil a year, pay off our coaches, pay the 7 mil a year for facilities, and then everything else we can just sort of like maintain here and there. We just can't, like, we don't need to improve our facilities anymore, like, or anything else really at this point. So let's just do a couple years of just easy games. Wait, fulfill by 2036. Ooh, that's a little curveball in the situation too, though. So we're locked into a contract until 2026. Is that what that? Oh, or like, oh, I see. So we could swap in news. We're not, all right, we don't have to wait until 2036 to fill it out. We just have to, if we schedule these guys again next year, or we could schedule something else if we need money. Okay. Cool. Just wanted to make sure. Yeah, no, this is perfect. All right, guys, we're in the danger zone, but I think we've got a plan in place, and we'll see what we can do to pull ourselves out. We really got to win some games. We're on the hot seat, and everything we've built to this point is at risk. So we really need to like press the gas and win games right now. All right, guys. Catch you guys in 2030, aka the next video. Peace.